Car prices in the United States have surged to nearly $50,000 on average, far outpacing inflation and reshaping who can afford a new vehicle. At the same time, once iconic brands like Chrysler have faded, and loyal enthusiasts find themselves alienated by drastic product changes. Despite record profits, U.S. automakers face shrinking sales and rising costs, all while nimble foreign competitors grow stronger. Can these giants adapt quickly enough to meet the demands of a new era? Or are they heading toward a reckoning that could redefine the industry forever? Soaring car prices and consumer strain. Car prices in the United States have ballooned nearly 30% over the past 5 years, pushing the average sticker price close to $50,000. This surge outpaces inflation and stretches the budgets of many buyers, especially those hoping to find affordable vehicles. While the demand for more technology and safety features has risen, the supply of cheaper cars has sharply diminished. Before 2018, vehicles priced under $20,000 made up about 20% of the market, but by 2024, that segment had almost vanished entirely. This leaves most Americans with fewer options to fit their incomes, driving higher monthly payments and increasing the number of people underwater on their car loans. For many shoppers, the idea of purchasing a new car at these prices seems nearly out of reach, especially when most households spend around 15% of their income on transportation costs altogether. The Center for Automotive Research estimates a truly affordable new car should cost roughly $25,000, yet only 6 models available in 2024 stayed below that mark. Meanwhile, luxury models and SUVs exceeding $60,000 are seeing soaring sales. Automakers seem to have shifted focus away from volume and more toward profitability, catering to buyers willing to pay top dollar for high-end features and large, lucrative vehicles. This shift has created tension between the industry's profit goals and the everyday buyer's budget constraints. This pricing pressure has compounded with the struggles of particular American brands, leading to significant shifts in legacy automakers' fortunes. The rise and fall of Chrysler. Once a shining star and a symbol of American luxury, Chrysler has seen its identity crumble over the decades. Founded on the principle of building affordable yet upscale cars, the Chrysler brand was meant to compete against the likes of Cadillac and Lincoln. However, by the 1980s, that vision was lost as Chrysler's offerings became rebadged versions of more basic models, stripping the brand of its premium appeal. Over time, this lack of investment and clear direction left Chrysler a shadow of its former self, shrinking to a lineup dominated by variations of minivans and falling sales. Enthusiasts and industry observers now often describe it as a shell of a brand, struggling under the weight of a sprawling global corporate structure. The company's challenges only deepened after its 2009 bankruptcy and subsequent acquisitions by foreign automakers, finally merging into the European-American giant Stellantis in 2021. Despite moments of resurgence in the past, such as the excitement surrounding bold models like the Chrysler 300, the brand never recaptured a solid luxury or performance foothold in the modern market. Meanwhile, more successful American brands like Jeep and Ram strengthened their core identity under the same umbrella, leaving Chrysler's role unclear and neglected. Added uncertainty looms as political tensions, such as potential tariffs on minivans made in Canada, threaten its limited product line. While Chrysler wrestles with its heritage and reinvention, another American icon is confronting backlash over its changing product direction. The decline of the Hemi and Ram's market woes. The Hemi engine is more than just a powertrain. It's a cultural symbol deeply tied to American muscle and truck enthusiasts. Long celebrated for its rumbling V8 presence, the Hemi powered Ram's profitable pickup trucks and contributed to the brand's standing as a fierce competitor in the North American market. However, in a surprising move to embrace greener technologies, Ram's then-parent company replaced the Hemi with a high-powered twin-turbo inline 6-cylinder engine. Despite the new engine's technical strengths on paper, the decision alienated a passionate customer base that equates truck performance with the sound and feel of a V8. Sales data reflect the fallout. Since the introduction of the new engine in early 2024, Ram's sales declined every quarter, losing hundreds of thousands of units over a few years and ceding ground to rivals gaining market share. Loyal Hemi buyers made their displeasure clear, with many stating they would not even consider shopping Ram trucks without the iconic V8 option. Industry insiders explain that the Hemi is not just an engine but a brand in itself. Removing it risked shaking the foundation of brand loyalty. Ram's current leadership has responded by reviving the Hemi and taking sizable orders on the first day, signaling a recognition of this core sentiment. Where profit margins and changing market demands continuously pull automakers in different directions. If you enjoy insights like this, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Profit over volume, automakers' strategic shift. In recent years, American automakers have shifted their focus sharply from selling high volumes to maximizing profit margins, changing the way they approach the market. This shift means prioritizing expensive vehicles like SUVs and pickups, where profit per sale is higher, while scaling back on more affordable sedans and compact cars. The strategy is clear: sacrifice overall sales numbers if it means boosting profitability. General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis have all publicly embraced this approach, reporting record profits even as total sales plateau or decline. This realignment reflects pressure from activist investors demanding strong quarterly returns, which often clashes with traditional goals of market share growth. However, this pursuit of profit has strained relationships with loyal customers and dealers alike. Many buyers feel left out as affordable models disappear and prices surge, resulting in alienation and less brand loyalty over time. Dealers have repeatedly requested manufacturers to supply more vehicles that can be sold profitably at lower prices, yet automakers remain cautious about reducing prices or volume. Behind the scenes, companies are forced to juggle heavy investments in new technologies such as electric vehicles, software-defined systems, and advanced safety features, investments that are expensive and uncertain in their return. The balance between innovation and profitability is precarious, and for legacy automakers, it's a tightrope walk with no easy. This decisive emphasis on profits has left the industry vulnerable to nimble competitors abroad, introducing new challenges for American car makers as they try to hold their ground. The challenge from Chinese automakers. Chinese automakers are emerging as formidable challengers to U.S. car makers, leveraging advantages in cost structure, speed, and software integration that legacy manufacturers struggle to match. Many Chinese electric vehicle startups boast a cost advantage of roughly 30% over established automakers, even without government subsidies. This edge partly comes from lower wages and less stringent environmental regulations across their supply chains, particularly in battery production. However, beyond costs, Chinese manufacturers adopt radically different development practices, using virtual testing and software-first designs that shorten development times and slash expenses. While non-Chinese brands typically take over 5 years to bring a new model to market, leading Chinese firms can do so in around 3.5 years, with some new energy vehicle brands launching models in as little as 16 months. The cultural and organizational differences also play a key role. Chinese companies embrace more centralized decision-making and maintain intense work cultures with strict deadlines, allowing rapid scaling even at the expense of releasing imperfect products. Such strategies are at odds with Western norms, where risk aversion and longer testing cycles slow progress. Additionally, many Chinese firms integrate vertical operations, controlling more of the manufacturing and software development in-house, which grants better control over costs and innovation pace. This software-centric model, where updates can be pushed over the air independently of hardware changes, stands in sharp contrast to traditional automakers that embed limited software in parts, often requiring physical recalls to fix issues. The mounting pressure from both inside and outside the United States raises difficult questions about how much legacy automakers can change while staying true to their roots. Paths forward, innovation and adaptation. Despite the many challenges facing U.S. automakers, there is cautious optimism about the path ahead fueled by advances in technology and shifts in manufacturing. Battery costs for electric vehicles are falling faster than anticipated, opening the door to more affordable EV options in the near future. Automakers are developing new lightweight, stronger steel alloys and standardized skateboard platforms that simplify production. This shared architecture allows different models to be built using common components, spreading costs more efficiently and enabling faster adaptation to market demands. Innovations like Tesla's proposed unboxed factory design also promise to cut both factory size and production costs dramatically, signaling a new era of manufacturing efficiency. Collaboration might also be key to survival. Industry leaders are increasingly considering partnerships and consolidations to pool resources and reduce overhead. Sharing production lines or contracting with foreign manufacturers to produce vehicles for specific markets could help lower costs without sacrificing quality. Regulatory certainty plays a vital role as well. Consistent government policies and incentives can provide the stability automakers need to invest confidently in new technologies. Although the U.S. has experienced fluctuations in EV policies, lessons from China's consistent approach demonstrate how crucial stable frameworks are for industry growth. In summary, U.S. auto giants face a perfect storm of rising costs, shifting consumer preferences, and fierce global competition. Yet through innovation, smarter manufacturing, and strategic partnerships, there is hope for recovery and growth. If you found this breakdown insightful, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of business and technology.